Sister Wives stars Kody Brown and Robyn Brown sound just awful as accusations fly about how they punished the other three wives if they said or did something they didn't like while filming. Christine Brown Woolley's new book was due to hit the shelves in September, but an early release at some locations last week has fans already reading her memoir. And they report that Christine reveals some things we haven't heard before or witnessed on the TLC series. Sister Wives. Kody Brown and Robyn Brown keep original wives in check. It seems Christine Brown didn't hold back much in her new book, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. One of the many things that Sister Wives fans found intriguing is the report of how Robyn Brown and Kody Brown kept the other wives in check. Fans can't stop talking about Christine's accusations of what happened while filming the show. She said they filmed every other day and not daily, as most fans believed. But more importantly, they had to be very mindful of their reactions while on air. This included curtailing any negative comments and even keeping facial grimaces in check if Robyn or Kody did or said something they didn't like with the cameras rolling. They could not make Kody or Robyn look bad. But if they did, Christine alleges Kody and Robyn punished them. Christine Brown didn't go easy on Kody Brown and Robyn Brown in her new book. Fans learned from Christine that if she, Mary, or Janelle slipped up, then punishment allegedly awaited them. She painted a picture with her words. She suggested that if one of the wives said or did something during filming that made Kody or Robyn look bad, they paid for it. The alleged punishment, Kody. He would stay away from the wife who put him or Robyn in a bad light. So, it sounds as if Kody Brown's Sister Wives' nighttime schedule got a little rearranging if one wife tarnished either Kody or Robyn in the eyes of the Sister Wives fans. Fans got a kick out of this, but only because it was usually Kody or Robyn who made themselves look bad in the eyes of the viewers. Sister Wives. So much said for unity. Sister Wives viewers heard Robyn Brown's tune over and over again for more than a decade of seasons. Robyn shared her motto about keeping the family together at all costs. She was seen on the screen trying to coax Kody back to Christine. This came after Christine Brown packed up all his stuff into boxes and then moved them into her garage. From what the fans got out of Christine's new book, it seems Robyn was the gatekeeper for Kody. She had a lot to do with the time he spent with his other wives. So, if she was peeved at one of them, it sounded as if she made Kody's time scarce for that individual wife. One of the many things fans got out of Christine's memoir is her accusations about the punishment. Fans got a kick out of this, but only because it was usually Kody or Robyn who made themselves look bad in the eyes of the viewers. Sister Wives. So much said for unity. Sister Wives viewers heard Robyn Brown's tune over and over again for more than a decade of seasons. Robyn shared her motto about keeping the family together at all costs. She was seen on the screen trying to coax Kody back to Christine. This came after Christine Brown packed up all his stuff into boxes and then moved them into her garage. From what the fans got out of Christine's new book, it seems Robyn was the gatekeeper for Kody. She had a lot to do with the time he spent with his other wives. So, if she was peeved at one of them, it sounded as if she made Kody's time scarce for that individual wife. One of the many things fans got out of Christine's memoir is her accusations about the punishment doled out to the original three wives. It sounds like Kody and Robyn kept a tight lid on the other wives, especially while making sure they didn't speak negatively about the two of them on the Sister Wives series. That said, Sister Wives viewers suggest Kody Brown and Robyn Brown looked bad enough at times without the other wives' help on their TLC show. Out to the original three wives. It sounds like Kody and Robyn kept a tight lid on the other wives, especially while making sure they didn't speak negatively about the two of them on the Sister Wives series. That said, Sister Wives viewers suggest Kody Brown and Robyn Brown looked bad enough at times without the other wives' help on their TLC show. Christine Brown sat at her kitchen table, flipping through the pages of her memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom, her eyes scanning over the words she had written. The anticipation of its release was buzzing through the air like a constant hum. Although the official release date was in September, some early copies had already found their way into the hands of eager readers, and now, the rumors and gossip about the bombshells hidden inside her pages were swirling. Her hands trembled slightly as she turned to a section she had written about Kody and Robyn. The truth, her truth, had always been tangled in the webs of her complicated marriage. Yet now, with a book in her hand and the power of her words, she was ready to set it all free. Christine never imagined she would write a memoir. But after years of enduring the manipulations of Kody Brown and the controlling influence of Robyn, she felt the need to share what had been kept hidden from the cameras. The secrets, the silent punishments, the underlying control that had shaped her life in the family for so long. Christine knew from the start that living a plural life on Sister Wives would be complex, but nothing had prepared her for the reality of filming day after day, with every word, every look, every emotion magnified for the cameras. For years, the world had seen the Browns as a tight-knit family, united by faith and love. What the cameras never showed was the manipulation, the emotional strain, and the subtle punishments that took place when things didn't go exactly as Kody and Robyn wanted. Her book detailed one of the most shocking revelations: how Kody and Robyn controlled the reactions of the other wives during filming. Christine's account of this was unflinching. She described how if one of them, Christine, Janelle, or Meri, did something or said something that could make Kody or Robyn look bad on screen, there would be consequences. Christine's voice was steady as she recalled those tense moments. We couldn't express anything that would tarnish Kody or Robyn's image. If we did, it was like we were being punished. Kody would withdraw from us. He wouldn't come to our rooms. He wouldn't spend time with us. It was as though we were invisible until he decided it was time for us to be in his good graces again, she wrote, her words cutting through the silence like a blade. It wasn't just about avoiding negative comments. It was about controlling every aspect of their image, every interaction, and every emotional response. A bad reaction from any of the wives could be the catalyst for isolation and silence. Kody, always the center of attention, had mastered the art of making the wives feel small when they didn't comply with his expectations. But it wasn't just Kody who had the power to punish. Robyn, with her constant mantra of keeping the family together, held a quiet but powerful sway over Kody's time and attention. Christine wrote candidly about how Robyn often acted as the gatekeeper, ensuring that Kody's time was limited with the other wives if Robyn was displeased with them. There were times when Christine, exhausted from the constant back and forth, had to pack up Kody's things and put them in the garage, only to have Robyn come in, offering reassurances and trying to bring Kody back into the fold. Christine had been on the receiving end of this many times, but she never realized just how much power Robyn had over the family dynamic until she started looking at things from a different perspective. I remember when I packed his things into boxes and moved them out of the house. It wasn't just about our marriage falling apart. It was about Robyn making sure Kody came back to her. I didn't realize until later that she had control over how much time he spent with me, Christine wrote in her memoir. The fans who read Christine's memoir were shocked. The world had always seen Robyn as the sweet, caring wife who just wanted the family to stay together. But what Christine revealed was a different side, a side where Robyn's influence was used to isolate and control, making it harder for the other wives to maintain any semblance of balance in their relationships. Christine's candidness didn't end with the punishments. She painted a vivid picture of the emotional exhaustion that came with being in a family where every word was scrutinized, every gesture was interpreted, and every action was weighed for its potential impact on the family's public image. The pressure to keep up appearances for the cameras was intense. They were not just living a life. They were living a performance, a reality for the cameras and the fans, and a much darker reality behind closed doors. Fans who had watched the show for years couldn't help but reflect on the moments where Kody or Robyn had appeared cold, distant, or manipulative on screen. They remembered the awkward silences, the forced smiles, the tension that seemed to linger in the air during certain episodes. Now, Christine's words provided a new context, shedding light on the unspoken rules of the family dynamic. The accusations and stories in Christine's memoir felt like a betrayal for some, while for others, it was a long-awaited confirmation of what they had suspected all along. Many viewers had always wondered why Kody's relationships with the other wives seemed so strained, why the atmosphere between them appeared so tense. Now, Christine had given them the missing piece of the puzzle. I had to keep a straight face, no matter how I felt. If I showed my frustration, it was like I was signing my own punishment," Christine revealed in one of the more emotional sections of her book. While some fans sympathized with Christine, others were left wondering how much of the story was her perspective and how much was shaped by years of hurt and betrayal. But one thing was clear: Christine's memoir was a powerful reminder of how easily control and manipulation can take root in a family, especially one that is constantly under the microscope of the public eye. As the memoir began circulating, the conversation around the Brown family grew even more intense. Fans questioned how much of what they had seen on Sister Wives was true and how much had been orchestrated for the sake of the cameras. They now looked at Robyn and Kody through a new lens, wondering if the love and unity they had preached for so long was, in fact, a carefully constructed facade. Christine had made her choice to leave, to break free from the emotional chains that had bound her for so long. But her story, her truth, was now out in the open, and the world would never look at the Brown family the same way again.